And after that, I heard that he was working until like 7, 8 o'clock every day. So, yeah, that's really hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hard.
really hard. And he works in Deodoro, I think. So it's not even in Campo Grande. So he needs to take a train to come back to Campo Grande. So this is probably that's the reason why he's not able to come to class, because when he arrives in Campo Grande, it's already maybe 8:30 or even 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned about him. What I learned about him. Maybe he needs to transfer to another day, probably Saturday. I don't know. I don't know if he works on Saturday, so I would have to ask him.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, when you have to work like that every day, the best thing to do is to transfer to another day so you can attend your classes and finish your level. So I think that's probably what he will do. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Lorena. So let's start our class today. As you can see in the picture, what do you understand by this image?
They are they the same person?
I don't know if they are the same, but they look different to me.
Yeah.
Yes. So what?
No, teacher.
Yeah.
What could you mean?
Uh-huh. So what can you see in this picture?
A young boy,
Uh-huh. And here, what can you see in this picture?
an old man,
An old man. So try to
an
say
old
that.
man,
An old man.
an old man.
Good. Excellent. So here we have an example of opposites. Okay. So these two adjectives are opposites. Okay. They mean the opposite of one another. So in English, like in Portuguese, there are a lot of opposites. Okay. And some of them are simple, like these two here, but some are a little bit more complex. They use prefixes, and sometimes the word is completely different, like here, but not so simple, right? So let's take a look at some opposites, all right? Let's go there. So here we have pages 32 and 33 for today, and we will finish unit 4. How nice, right? So here we have the extra
Yeah.
material. So you can study those pages. Some of them are just links, some are images. I think this one is a link. Yeah, that's true. Okay. And then after we finish unit 4, we will do a review of the first units. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So let's check it out first.
Okay.
Let's finish unit 4 first. If you have your book, open your book to page 32. Okay?
I
Let's
don't
go
have
there.
book.
Oh, you don't. Okay. I sent the
Yeah.
copy, I think. I think you have the copy, right? So let's check it
Yes.
out. So here we are. This is page 32. And here we have the topic of opposites, right? So let's learn how to say some opposites, okay? We call them also by the word antonyms, right? Antonyms is the same as the opposite of something, right? So number 1, compare these sentences. Which antonyms are used? Which sounds better in this context? So take a look. I will zoom in so you can see you can see better. Take a look at the two sentences here and try to find the antonyms or the opposite words.
Unplausible and ridiculous.
Okay, great. So let's highlight them here. Mhm. We have one adjective here, and here we have the opposite, the antonym. Good. The next one, we have the same word, plausible, and then we have ridiculous, which is also okay to use as an antonym for plausible. Some of them are that way, right? And there are some others which have possibilities, like this one here, and we will see some more examples. Number two, antonyms can sometimes be formed with a negative prefix. So if we just put a negative prefix, we make the antonym. What is the negative prefix for these words, Lorena? Do you know?
Unbelievable,
Ah, very nice.
illegal,
Illegal. Mhm.
uh, creditable, incredible. I don't know.
Incredible.
Incredible,
Yes, incredible. Here it's credible. The opposite is
credible,
incredible. Incredible. Yes. The next one,
uh, probably,
improbable.
improbable.
Yes. Next one,
Let's see. Uh, I don't know.
okay, no problem.
Irresponsible,
Irresponsible. Okay, all
irresponsible.
right, no problem, but you're almost there. Let's check the answers. Here we go. Okay, unbelievable,
Okay,
incredible, dishonest, illegal, improbable, and irresponsible. Okay,
okay.
all right. Did you copy? Yeah,
Just a moment.
okay.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So, before we move on, let me show you a link where they really explain in a very simple way what prefixes are and how we can use them with adjectives. Okay, I think I think it's this one here. Yes, exactly. Let me see. Can you see the site? Yeah.
Yes.
So here they say opposites of adjectives in English by adding prefixes. Okay. So sometimes we can
Okay.
just make the opposite by using prefixes. So let me just make it a little bigger so you can see better. Is it okay now? Yes.
Yes.
So prefixes are affixes. We can add prefixes that means placed before the stem of the word to adjectives to form new words. So affix is something that you add to a word, okay? We can make it.
Okay. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi, Sabrina.
Hi,
Hey, good evening. Good to see
good
you.
evening.
Oh, how are
Thank
you
you.
today, Sabrina?
Oh, I'm tired because tomorrow there is a there is a something like, I don't know, but Krishma. It's
Oh,
like,
okay.
Krishma?
Uh-huh, sure. Christ's name. In English, it's
Yeah,
Christ's name. Oh, that's nice.
Christ's name.
Christ's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today, many things have to do for receive a bispo,
A bishop.
fathers,
Uh-huh.
bishop, and another people.
Other priests.
And many things I have to do today and
Oh,
tomorrow,
so you
and
must
tomorrow
be, yeah.
also.
So you must be
And
tired.
this year we'll have 3 days, 3 dates for Christus
Christening.
christening. 3 days
Yes. Wow.
uh, because the pandemic uh, didn't uh, permite,
Mm-hmm.
uh, não permite muitas pessoas, many people.
Yes. Yeah, the
Yeah,
pandemic doesn't permit a lot of people. So yes, you have to
doesn't
continue
permit
social
a lot of people.
distancing. Mm-hmm.
So, and there are 68 persons for to do.
68 people to do the christening. Wow.
Yeah. So we'll have three for this all these people to do christening.
Christening. Mm-hmm.
Christening
Yeah.
tomorrow and two I think it's two Sunday, next Sunday, and next Sunday 18th. I think.
Oh,
I think
wow.
the date three
Okay.
times, three dates for christening.
Christening. Wow. I see. A
Yeah,
lot of work. Yeah. But
yeah,
everything will be okay. You just need to be careful and
yeah,
avoid crowding, right? Try to social distance all the time because it's really hard. It's really hard. The situation is
yeah.
not easy.
Yeah, because if it didn't have a pandemic, all people, all 68, to do christening together.
Yes.
But because pandemic, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Uh, it's crazy because you can invite six person for to
Mhm.
come for the church,
Okay.
but
To come to
uh,
church.
come to church, but it's like I think it's boring because it's like a holiday. It's like a party for you, for your family.
Mhm.
You can to do a good celebration with all your friends,
Yeah.
and
Now it's impossible.
yeah, but how can you?
But that's what you can do. So you have to do the best you can, right?
Yeah,
Okay, Sabrina, I understand. But hopefully everything will work out fine. Okay? You will
yeah.
manage to do it.
I hope.
Yes, of
I think
course.
I have hope.
Yes, I hope so. You say that.
I
I
hope,
hope
yeah,
so. Look.
yeah, I hope so.
Hmm.
Yes,
All
next
right.
year will be different.
Yes, I hope so. I really do. So we are talking today about opposites or antonyms, right? In the technical term. And now we are taking a look at this site where they talk about some negative prefixes that
Okay.
we can use to make a word opposite, okay, or to make a negative word. So look at that.
Okay.
What are prefixes? Prefixes are affixes. We can add prefixes placed before the stem of the word to adjectives to form new words. So, an affix is something that you add to a word to create another word or another, to give another idea. If it's positive, you
Okay.
can make it negative, right? And if it's like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, an adjective, you can make it like an adverb. You can transform the parts of speech by using affixes. Um, a prefix comes before the stem of the word, whereas a suffix comes after the stem of the word. So here we are going to see some prefixes, okay? So which
Okay.
prefixes are used to form opposites of adjectives? So here we have the following prefixes are used to form opposites of adjectives like this, okay? Un, ill, im, in, ear, or nine. So let's see some examples. Sarah is a married woman. Now, opposite. Lisa is an unmarried woman. Okay? So the prefix here is un. Here we have a group of adjectives that take these prefixes. So this is a legal activity. That is an illegal activity. This is a polite boy. That is an impolite boy. This is a direct object. That is an indirect object. This is a regular verb. That is an irregular verb. Okay? So here we have some tips. Okay, here. Il comes before the letter L. Legal, illegal. All right? M usually comes before the letter P, like impolite. Ear comes before the letter R. Irregular, like irresponsible. Okay? When I have adjectives with that start with the letter R, we usually put IR, so it becomes irregular, irresponsible. Okay? Now, the prefix non, okay? This is a returnable bottle. That is a non-returnable bottle. Hi, Coachy. Good evening.
Hi, Rita.
Hey, good to see you. How nice. Oh, I need to take a picture now. This is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. How nice. Let's take a picture now. That's so good. I'll stop sharing for a while. Talking about prefixes and how we can make a word negative just by adding a prefix. Okay, so here, for example, a returnable bottle becomes a non-returnable bottle. Okay, in American English, the hyphen after non is normally left out. Okay, this is a nice tip. Look, it becomes non-returnable. The same thing happens with the word refundable. Okay, something can be refundable or it can be non-refundable. Okay, so we can have, for example, a refundable ticket or a non-refundable ticket. Okay, here we have a list of other prefixes. Here are some more prefixes that can be used to form opposites. Okay, cyclic, for example. This is a cyclic graph. This is an acyclic graph. Normal day, abnormal day. You see how different? Social behavior, antisocial behavior. Clockwise direction. Example, this wheel rotates in clockwise direction. Now, counterclockwise direction. Okay, do you understand the meaning of clockwise direction?
Anti-horário?
Clockwise is the opposite. Clockwise is,
Horário.
yes. Counterclockwise is what you said first. Okay?
Okay,
All
thank you.
right. You're welcome. Now, coded warning, decoded warning. Okay? So you see, some prefixes are different. Okay? But it's nice to know them. I posted the link to this page for you on Google Classroom. Okay, I posted the link there. So back to our book here. Let me see. Okay, so here we can see the first part, which is a small introduction, and we saw how to make these words here negative. Remember, I was showing before you arrived, I was showing Lorena the answers to number 2 we were correcting. Let me show you 2, girls, so you can also have the answer. So let me show you that. Here we have the opposites. Look, believable becomes unbelievable. Credible becomes incredible. Honest becomes dishonest. Dishonest, okay? Legal becomes illegal. Probable becomes improbable. Responsible becomes irresponsible. Okay? Can I close? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So now let's take a look at some other examples. First of all, they want us to identify the part of speech, okay, of each word. So what parts of speech are these words? For example, the word fake, it's an adjective, right? The word like here is a verb, right? Tiny. What is tiny? Is it an adjective, a noun, a verb? What is that?
Teacher, I
Yeah.
know tiny house.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
like a small house.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Tiny means very
Okay.
small. Something very small is something tiny.
Okay.
Okay.
Long,
Yes,
big.
what part of speech? First of all, let's identify the part of speech of each word.
Okay.
Okay? So let's
Adverb.
identify. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look. Look, fake is an adjective, like is a verb, and tiny.
Adjective.
Adjective.
Ah, okay, it's an adjective. So I'm trying to choose here which pen I'm going to use to write. Okay, let me use this one here. So it's an adjective, so it's going to be a, this is going to be a little hard, and then a J. Okay, good. And then as we go down, we will see the other words, okay? Happiness, for example, what is that?
Adverb.
No.
Okay.
No.
Happy is the adjective, okay? Happily
Okay.
is the adverb.
Adjective.
Happiness is, it's a
Noun.
noun. Yes, it's a
Noun.
noun.
Okay.
It's a noun, okay? Happiness. Now, guilty. What is guilty?
Noun.
No. If I say, for example,
Prefix.
he is guilty. He is guilty. He committed the crime. He's guilty. So what is guilty?
Adjective.
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 Adjective. Okay. A, D, and J. All right. Safe. What is safe?
Adjective.
Adjective too. Yes, adjective. Very good. Admit. I'm not going to write because it takes too long. Let's just go down and do everything, and then I show you the answers and you copy, okay? Admit.
Verb.
A verb. Very nice. Improve.
Verb.
Verb again. We want to improve our English. We want to improve our English, right? Sincere.
Adjective.
Yes. Adjective. Adjective. Yes. Success.
A noun.
Yes. A noun. It's a noun. Mature.
Noun. A
No.
noun.
No.
Adverb.
No. I can say, for example, he is mature. He is a mature man.
Adjective.
Adjective.
Adjective. Yeah, it's a quality. Yeah. He is a mature man. He's right. So adjective. Now encourage.
Adjective.
A verb. It's a
Verb.
verb. Yes. It's a verb. We need to encourage people to get the vaccine. We need to encourage people
Okay.
to get the vaccine. Yes. Okay. Kind or generous.
Adjective.
Adjective.
No.
Adjective. He is a kind man. He
Okay.
is a kind man. Or he is a generous man. He is a generous man. It's an adjective. Okay. Now appear.
Verb.
A
Verb.
verb. Yes, to appear. Okay, guys, let's check out the answers. I think they will give out all the answers, not only of the parts of speech, but also the antonyms. Let's try to see if we can remember some antonyms before we check the answers. Okay, what do you think of tiny, for example? What would be an antonym for tiny?
Big.
Big, long.
Yes, very
Large.
good. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Happiness. What could be an antonym for happiness?
Sadness.
Sadness. Yes, excellent. Very good. Guilty.
I don't know in English. Innocent. Innocent.
Innocent. Yes, of course. Innocent.
Okay.
Perfect. Excellent. Innocent. Now, safe. What would be the opposite of safe? If I say, for example, oh, my neighbor.
Dangerous.
Ah, very good. Excellent. Dangerous. I can say, for example, that my neighborhood isn't safe. It's dangerous. Okay? All right. Hey, Marcus, how nice. Hey, Marcus, good evening. Good to see you.
Hi,
Oh,
Marcus.
welcome. Oh, very good, Marcus. I'm so happy to have you here. That's so good. We need to take another picture. Now, admit, now a verb. What is the opposite of admit?
Omitir, mas I don't know.
When
I
you
don't
don't
know.
when you don't admit, for example, that you suppose you a person committed a crime and this person doesn't want to admit, so this person does what? She says, no, I didn't do it. Like, for example, I don't know if you have you been following the case of that, I think, 4-year-old boy who was brutally killed by his stepfather and his mother. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
his name is Enhi. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
So you see,
Yeah.
in that case, his
Deny,
mother,
teacher.
yes, exactly. His mother denies killing the boy. She denies. She says, no, I didn't participate. We don't know, right? We can't judge. In reality, we don't know what really happened. But I am quite sure the stepfather is involved. The stepfather is the main culprit, right? He's guilty. I think the guy is guilty. The mother, I don't know. I think the mother was influenced, I think, by the stepfather. But anyway, here, admit, the opposite, deny. Okay? Now, improve.
Mhm.
I would say words, but I don't
Mhm.
know.
Make it worse. Yeah, make it worse. When you don't improve, you sometimes you diminish, you decrease, you you destroy. Okay, so there are some other words that can be the opposite. What is the opposite of sincere?
Mm,
Fake? I don't know.
Can be fake, can be insincere. Okay,
Yeah.
can be dishonest. All right. Now success,
How can I say fracasso in English?
failure,
Failure. Okay,
failure. Yes.
failure.
Let me put here. It's the opposite of success. Something can be a success or it can be a failure. Okay. Mature,
uh, immature.
Immature.
immature. Very good. Very good. With I am. Okay.
Hi.
Yes. Immature. Hi, Marcus. Good to see you. Encourage. It's a verb. So the opposite of that would be disencourage. You can put this as a prefix and make it disencourage, or simply, let's say, another word for that would be to, when you don't support something or someone, right? So it could be when you disencourage someone, you don't support the person. So maybe there are other words that could also be the antonyms to that. What would be an antonym for kind or generous? Let's say for kind first. Kind, we can have unkind, unkind. And the opposite for generous.
Generous.
No, no, not
No.
that one. We can have, for example, selfish, okay, stingy,
Okay.
person who doesn't like to share. So can be stingy or selfish, okay? What is the opposite of appear?
Disappear.
Disappear.
Yes, perfect. Very nice, girls. So let's see the answers. Let me clear my annotation there because it moves with the page. Let's see. All right, guys, let's check it out here. So look, fake, antonym, genuine, real, authentic, okay? The opposite of like, dislike, hate, loathe. When you can't stand someone or something, can't bear is also another expression. Oh, I can't bear, suppose this situation. It's too difficult, for example, right? Detest is also another verb I can use. Yes, Marcus. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
All right. So the opposite of tiny, like you said, big, large, huge, enormous, massive, immense. Okay, guys. So happiness, look, unhappiness, sadness, misery, sorrow, discontent or discontentment. Okay. Guilty, not guilty, innocent, blameless. Blameless, guys, is without fault, right? So if a person is without fault, it's blameless, okay? Safe, unsafe, insecure, dangerous, risky, hazardous. Okay, these are all synonyms of something unsafe. Okay, admit, deny, contradict can also be. Okay, improve, the opposite, get worse, worsen, deteriorate, decline. Okay, sincere, insincere, or dishonest, dishonest. Okay, success, failure, disaster, or informal, flop. Okay, a flop is also a failure, a disaster. Okay, here we have the parts of speech. Now, mature, adjective, opposite, immature, childish, young, youthful, right? So we can use any of those. Encourage, discourage, discourage, dishearten, dishearten, criticize, undermine. Okay, these are all ideas of putting people down or discouraging someone of doing something. Okay, discourage, dishearten, criticize, undermine, kind, opposite, unkind, generous. Look, Sabrina, you said ungenerous. I never heard ungenerous, but maybe it's possible, right? It's here. Not very common. We usually say stingy. Stingy is a person who doesn't open the hands, right? It's a kind of slang we used to call people who don't like to spend money, who is extremely tight-fisted. Okay, so a person who doesn't like to buy things because he or she doesn't want to spend money or anything. So you can say the person is stingy or tight or tight fisted. Okay, this is the expression. I mean, this is the illustration. Okay, but in informal language, we use stingy for that. Appear, disappear, or vanish. Yes, you know, here we have the name of the product we use when we do our
Yeah, Vanish,
laundry.
I know.
Vanish. Yeah. Vanish is the opposite of appear. It's the
But
same.
why, teacher?
Disappear. Because when you use vanish, it makes
Ah,
the the dirt disappear.
thank you.
Yeah, that's why. Now
I
you
love it.
know. Yeah, me too. We always use vanish here. So, okay, because it makes the unwanted marks disappear.
Now make the
Yeah,
sense for me.
now it makes sense, right? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
When you see that dirty blouse that you love, you went to a party with that blouse, and now you have this black spot or this red spot in on your blouse. So you, oh, come on, I need to use vanish so you disappear. I want to make this spot disappear. All right. Okay, people. So this was nice to begin with. Here we have a very nice illustration, right? Look, it's a road and we have here two exits. One to the north, the other one to the south, and in the middle, the undecided. So it's really funny. But they are just illustrating the idea of opposite words, okay? So let's move on to the next activity here. Look, let me turn down the volume just a second, guys. To do here, we need to complete the conversations with the antonyms from the box, okay? So here we have the words and here we have the answers already. So to make it easier for you, right? So let's take a look there. Number one. Can you read the first one, Lorena, please?
Yes, teacher. Gary's really
Successful.
successful businessman.
Good. So can you read that one again, please?
Yes. Well, he is a complete failure as a
Failure.
father.
Uh-huh.
Failure as a father. He never sees his kids.
Okay. All right. So here we have those two words, right? So Gary is a failure. He's successful as a businessman, but not as a father. Okay? So let's say the words, everybody. Successful.
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 Okay, a successful man.
A successful man.
Successful.
Successful.
Yes, a successful woman.
A successful
Successful
Yes, very
woman.
good. Yes, yeah. A failure. A
A
failure.
failure.
Yes. Okay. A failure as a father.
A
A
failure as a
failure as a
father.
father.
A failure as a mother.
A
A
failure
A
as a
failure
failure
mother.
as a mother.
Okay. All right, guys. Now let's see number 2. Can you read number 2, Sabrina, please?
Yes. My grandpa's so generous. He gives me $20 every time I see him.
Okay, the
You
next
are
one.
lucky. You are lucky. My grandpa is famous for his tidiness,
Stinginess.
his stinginess.
Yes. I'm happy.
I'm happy if he gives me $5 for birthday, if he even remembers.
Okay, thank you. So,
Oh my
wow.
God!
Incredible.
His
So,
tidiness, his
stinginess.
tidiness,
No,
stinginess,
stinginess. Yeah. So let's see the words,
stinginess.
guys. My grandpa's so generous. Let's repeat that, please. My
My
grandpa's so
grand
My
generous.
My grandpa is
grandpa
so
is
pa's
generous.
Okay.
so
My
generous.
mother's so generous.
My mother's so
My
mother
mother is
generous.
so
generous.
generous.
My sister is so generous.
My
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 sister is
sister
so
is
generous.
so generous.
Good. Now, my grandpa is famous for his stinginess.
my
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 grandpa is
grandpa
grandpa is
is
famous
famous for his
famous
stingy.
for his
for his
sickness.
stinginess.
Stinginess. Okay. My
Stinginess.
my brother is famous for his stinginess.
My
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 brother
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 is
is
famous for
famous
his
for his
stingy.
for his
stinginess.
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 Yes, stinginess. Okay. Now let's go to the next one, number 3. Thank you, guys. So let's see who can do the reading for us. Marcus, can you read number 3, please?
Yes. Well, I am pleased to that be some improvement in work behavior this semester.
Behavior.
Behavior, behavior this semester. But wonderful,
Un-
unfortunate. É porque tá
unfortunately.
pequenininho, né? É porque o celular tava pequeno.
Okay, no problem. Let me make it bigger for you.
Não,
Unfortunately.
aumentei minha tela aqui.
Okay.
But
Unfortunately.
unfortunately, your work was gotten worse. I
Okay.
guess I didn't do well on the test then.
All right. Thank you, Marcus. Very good. So, guys, let's say the words improvement.
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 Good. So, here, look, I'm pleased there's been some improvement.
I'm
I'm
pleased that
pleased there is
some improvement.
been some improvement.
Good. Very good. Our course has had some improvement.
Our course
Has
has some
had
improvement.
Our course
Had
has
some.
had some improvement.
Our course has had some improvement.
Very good. I'm saying here has had the present perfect, okay? Our
Okay.
course
Okay.
has had some improvement. So let's say, guys, improvement here is a noun. okay? It's a noun to say that something has improved, something has gotten better, okay? Of course, the opposite is to get worse, okay? Here, they are using the present perfect. That's why the verb is a little different, okay? So here they say, unfortunately, your work has gotten worse. Okay, so try to say that. Unfortunately,
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 your work has gotten worse.
your work
your
has
work
gotten
has
worse.
Got
gotten
worse.
worse.
Yes. So to get worse, this is the infinitive. To get worse is to become really bad, more than at the moment. So now it's bad, but suppose the thing continues going bad, it gets worse. Okay? It gets worse and worse. So, like for example, the pandemic. The pandemic in Brazil has gotten worse. Okay? The pandemic
Okay.
in Brazil has gotten worse because now more people are dying. All right. So, unfortunately, the pandemic in Brazil has gotten worse in India too. Okay. A lot of people are dying in India, unfortunately. Okay, guys. So, let's move on. Let me just clear this. Let's see now the other words we have here, dangerous and safe. So, who hasn't read? Kochi, can you read number 4, please?
Okay. You're not going bungee jumping. It sounds really dangerous. No, eh,
Honestly, hon-
honestly,
honestly, yeah,
honestly,
yes,
it's perfectly safe as long you're careful.
okay, good, very good, coach. Just say this word again, please. Bungee.
Bungee,
Yes, bungee jumping.
bungee jumping.
Bungee
Yeah, in
jumping.
Portuguese, here in Portuguese, we say this word, the name of this sport, in a different way, right? We say bungee jumping, right? But in
É quase um
English,
suicídio.
oh, sorry.
É quase um suicídio.
Yes, it's true, Marcus. I agree. In
Isso é teste do
English,
coração.
yeah, it's very bad. I don't like it. In English, the pronunciation of this word is bungee. Okay?
Bungee
So,
jumping.
yes, you're not going bungee jumping. It sounds really dangerous. Okay? So,
Mhm.
let's see here. It sounds really dangerous. Let's try to say this. It sounds really dangerous.
It sounds really dangerous.
It sounds really dangerous.
It sounds really dangerous.
Okay. Suppose I'm talking about um, hang gliding. You know hang gliding? When you jump from Pedra Bonita in São Conrado, I think, Gávea. You jump with that thing that looks like the wings of a bird. That's called hang gliding. Hang gliding. So if I talk to you about going hang gliding, you can say, oh, it sounds really dangerous, right? Hang gliding sounds really dangerous, at least to me, right? I don't know. So let's go to the next one. Here, this word, guys, we don't pronounce the H. We say honestly. We start here. We start by saying letter O. Letter H is silent, okay? So let's say this. Honestly,
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 okay. It's perfectly safe.
It's perfectly,
It's perfectly safe.
perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe. Okay, good. Now here, number 5, Lorena. Can you read number 5, please?
Yes, our teacher is always criticizing us. I feel useless.
Hmm.
I know he should give us more encouragement. If he, he wants us to work hard.
Great, Lorena. Thank you. So here they say the first one, criticizing.
Criticizing.
Okay, so he is always criticizing us.
He always criticizing.
Yes, he is always criticizing us.
He's
Always
always
criticizing
criticizing
us.
us.
Yes, some people, they like to criticize, right? So they're always criticizing us, okay? Always
Okay.
criticizing. It's very bad. Now,
Hmm.
next one. He should give us more encouragement. Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Encouragement.
Good. So he should give us more encouragement.
It
Encouragement.
should give us more encouragement.
Okay. All right. So our bosses should give us more encouragement. All right, people. So let's listen and check. All right. It's nice to practice saying these words, right? This is pronunciation practice. It's really important. Okay. So let's listen.
Track 10. 1.
Gary's a really successful businessman.
Well, he's a complete failure as a father. He never sees his kids.
2.
My grandpa's so generous. He gives me $20 every time I see him.
You're lucky. My grandpa is famous for his stinginess. I'm happy if he gives me $5 for my birthday, if he even remembers.
3.
Well, Henry, I'm pleased there's been some improvement in your behavior this semester, but unfortunately, your work has gotten worse.
I guess I didn't do well on the test then.
4.
You're not going bungee jumping. It sounds really dangerous.
No, honestly, it's perfectly safe as long as you're careful.
5.
Our teacher is always criticizing us. I feel useless.
I know. He should give us more encouragement if he wants us to work hard.
All right, guys. All right. Yes. Could you
Yes.
hear? Yes. Could you hear? Was the audio okay?
Yes.
All right. Good. So just to finish here, they want us to see the effect of using antonyms in some conversations. So what is the effect of using these antonyms here? The first one, what lousy weather. And the second one, yes, it's not exactly tropical, is it? It's the opposite, right? So let me
Yes.
highlight them. Yeah. So lousy weather is a very bad weather condition. Okay, guys, it's when the weather is really, really bad. We say, oh, lousy weather. Okay, the British people use that a lot. Sometimes they say bloody. They love using bloody as an adjective for something that is not good. Okay, so they say bloody weather. Let me write it down for you. Okay, So when they say bloody weather, it means that it's very bad. It's really, really terrible. Okay? Okay, can I erase this?
Okay.
This is typically British.
Yes, teacher.
This is typically British, okay? In London, people say that a lot. And lousy is also typically British, although you may hear that in the United States, okay, no problem, right? So lousy weather, it's not exactly tropical, is it? It's the opposite, okay? So tropical weather is usually considered good, right? It's usually warm, the sky is blue, okay? Now let's see the next one. Jenny's dance, isn't she? Well, she isn't the brightest of people, it's true. What do you understand by that?
I don't know, teacher.
No? When I say that someone is dense, I'm saying that someone is not intelligent. Okay? The person has a lot of mass in her brain, but this mass doesn't work. So I'm just calling the person stupid. In other words, that's not something nice to say, it's rude. Okay? So don't call a person dense, right? And then the other person says,
okay.
Yeah. Then here, the other person says, oh, well, she isn't the brightest of people. It's true. So this is very mild to say that she isn't the brightest of people. Of course she isn't, right? She isn't intelligent, right? So here they want us to write similar conversations about these topics. Be honest, but tactful. Let me just explain the meaning of tactful. Tactful means something like don't be rude, okay? Be tactful. Be careful with the words you use. Because
Be polite.
Be polite, yes. Very good. Here we have a boring party, right? And then we could say, what a boring, substituting here, right? Substituting here, sorry. When you substitute the first example, you could say, what a boring party. And then the other person says, yes, it's not exactly one of the best parties I've been to. Okay. The second person is usually less emphatic, right, in the comment. Awful vacation, for example, you could say, oh, what an awful vacation. What's the meaning of awful, people? Do you know?
Similar to terrible.
Yes, exactly. Awful is the same as terrible, very bad. So when you say, oh, what an awful vacation, I did nothing, I didn't go anywhere, right? So the other person could say, yeah, that was not exactly what I was hoping for. So you can be less direct, less extreme, okay? As you notice here in both examples, the second person is not so extreme like the first, okay? A stingy friend, you can say, oh, what a stingy friend I have. So then you can use the negative. Well, he's not exactly so generous or the generous kind, is he? So, well, he's not exactly the generous kind, is he? This is a way for you guys to create something based on the first example, okay? Let's see the answers to that, guys. I think we've had enough of examples. Let's just see the answers they have for us. And then if you want, you can print screen. Okay, so here, the first part, okay, guys, the first speaker in both conversations is giving a direct and honest opinion. Like I said, the first speaker gives more emphasis, right? He's more direct. In conversation one, the effect of the antonym is to give a humorous and ironic tone because you are calling a person dense. So it's another word for stupid. In conversation two, the effect is to be tactful by using understatement. All right, so the difference between the effects here, it's because we didn't discuss it the way they did. The first one, the effect is to give, let me highlight there. Yeah, they're not showing me. Humorous, I can't highlight, but the answer is, the first one is humorous and ironic. The second one is more tactful, and it's using what we call understatement, okay? So let's see the examples again. If you want, you can copy that or take a picture. They just want us to see the tone of the conversation. Oh my God, sorry. Let me clear this. Sorry about it, people. So look. So the first one here, what lousy weather? Yes, it's not exactly tropical, isn't it? So here the person is trying to give this ironic idea. And here, the second person is being more tactful, okay? Not so direct, because the person doesn't want to be rude or impolite, okay? That's the idea. So then they want us to see more examples. Let's listen to the examples they give. Probably they are here, okay? Let's see.
Track 11. 1.
What a boring party.
You're right. It wasn't exactly an exciting evening.
Mm-hmm. Great.
2.
I don't know about you, but I thought the vacation was awful.
Well, it wasn't the most fun I've had.
3.
I can't believe how stingy Jane is.
Well, she isn't known for her generosity.
4.
How can you root for the Hillside Hoops? They're a hopeless basketball team.
Well, they're not the most talented around, that's for sure.
All right, people. Did you notice how we can do those? Let me try to make it a little bigger, so maybe you can take a picture if that's possible. I don't know. See if you can take a picture, guys. Look, I'm going to put it in the middle, so see if you can take a picture. I don't know, I can't make it any bigger. Okay, go. All right, now I'm going to show the last ones. Here, the final part. Okay? Yes, okay, good. Awesome. Very nice. So going down a little bit here, they want us to again see some more opposites. So what's the opposite of a tough question, for example?
What is tough question?
Ah, that's a good question. Does anybody know? Tough is the same as difficult, metaphorically. Okay, so here a tough question is a difficult question. The opposite of that would be an easy question. Okay, all right. Now, here we have another example, but using another word. Here it's tough meat. So this is not metaphorical anymore. The meaning of tough here means hard, hard to eat, something that is really difficult to chew. So, or sometimes difficult to cut. So here we can also say tough, like a tough meat or tough steak, okay? Difficult to cut or difficult to chew, right? Number 2, a clear sky. What's the meaning of that? Do you know? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, no clouds, a clear sky. What is the opposite of a clear sky?
Dirt sky, I don't know.
Cloudy or yeah, cloudy sky or cloudy, because when it's cloudy it has a lot of clouds, so you can't see the stars. So we can say cloudy, stormy, right? So we can have some possibilities here. We can say cloudy, stormy, tempestuous, okay? All these can be the opposite of clear sky. Now here, a clear conscience. What is that? The opposite of clear conscience is not the same as the opposite of a clear sky. I can say a stormy. I can say, yeah, I can say a stormy conscience or a cloudy conscience. I can't. What is the opposite of a clear conscience? Sorry.
I don't know in English, but culpado.
Yes, a guilty. Yeah, a guilty conscience.
Yeah.
A guilty conscience. You see, they are the same word, right? But they have different meanings. When I say a clear sky, the opposite is a cloudy sky. Here, a clear conscience, the opposite would be a guilty conscience. Here, a tough question, yeah, a tough question would be the opposite, an easy question. And here, tough meat, tough meat. The opposite would be, what do you say? What is the opposite of tough?
Soft.
Soft, can be soft, smooth, right? Tender. Tender is even better because I'm referring to meat. So usually when I say that the meat is soft, I call it tender. Tender, okay? I'm referring to meat, so it's better to use the word tender, right? Now here, fair hair and fair decision. What is fair hair?
I don't know.
Fair hair is the same as almost like white hair. It's the opposite of dark, okay? So fair hair, fair skin, dark hair, dark skin, okay?
Okay.
So I can say, oh, she has fair hair. I'm saying that her hair is like light blonde, you know, really blonde. It's, or sometimes even white. Okay, so fair hair. Fair decision now. What is the opposite of fair decision?
Good decision.
Fair,
decision.
fair in this case here now in a metaphorical sense is something that is according to justice. It's something right, correct. So he is a fair person. He is fair. He is super correct, you know. He's a right person. So a fair decision is a correct decision, a decision that is fair with everybody. It is good not only for one person, but it's good for everybody involved. So it's a fair decision. Now, the opposite of that would be unfair. Yes, unfair. Okay? So when something is unfair, something is not right, not correct in terms of morality, in terms of behavior. Okay? So that's not correct. That's unfair. Especially when we are using, I mean, when we are involving other people, right? So we use that fair, unfair. Or simply we can say that's not fair. That's not fair. Suppose, let's give an example. Suppose I tell you that now it's Friday, right? It's 7:29. And I tell you that if you do your homework in half an hour until 8 o'clock, you will get a chocolate box, a box of chocolates. Imagine, I'd say, look, guys, beginning now, it's 7:30. If you do your homework in half an hour, you will get a box of chocolate. That's not fair, you can say, right? That's not fair because we only have 30 minutes and we are still in class. How can we do it? Right? So that's not fair. All right, people.
Okay, teacher.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Gave this example because it was the only thing that came up. So let's see the next one, number 4. A hard matrix and a hard exam. So what is that, people? Do you know?
Matrix. I don't know.
A mattress is where you sleep. Your bed has a mattress so you can sleep on. If there is no mattress, you can't sleep in your bed. So mattress is that, let me try to draw here. See if we can. When you buy a bed, for example, it's better. I don't need to draw. When you buy a bed, you need to also buy the mattress, because if you only buy, sorry, let me draw. I will try to draw for you here. So a mattress is something like this that you have to buy to put on your bed, because if you don't buy the mattress, you don't have anywhere to sleep. Okay, guys, so you need to have the mattress. Usually it's something like this, okay?
Okay, teacher.
All right, is it clear now?
Yes.
So this is a mattress. So a hard mattress is really, it's really difficult
like a mattress in jail.
Yes, exactly. Like a male, or like the Japanese mattresses that they have there. Have you ever seen the guys in Japan? They like to sleep on, what's the name of that thing, guys?
Tatami.
Tatami, yeah, that's right. That's really hard.
Yeah.
That's really hard. So sleeping on that kind of thing, well, they say it's good, but I don't know if I would like it.
But they have a lot of healthy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They're much healthier than us, right?
They live more.
They live more, yes. So probably this mattress here that I drew is not so hard, but that's an idea for you, okay, guys? Hard mattress. Now here, the opposite of hard in this case would be exactly soft. Soft.
Soft.
Yes, soft matrix. Now, a hard exam. What is the opposite of a hard exam?
Easy.
Easy. Very good. Now here you see, I can't say soft exam. That doesn't exist. I have to say easy exam. All right. Now, next one, a live animal. Everybody knows, right? An animal that isn't dead, a live animal. So the opposite of live is dead.
A dead.
Dead, yes. The opposite is dead. Just like we, let me write it down for you if you need. Here. Dead, like this, okay? Live animal, dead animal. Now, live music. Is it the same, guys? What is the opposite of live music?
I think playback.
Playback, very good, Sabrina. Yes, of course, right? You can notice when it's playback, when the singer is just mimicking the song. He's not really singing, it's just playback. All right, so that's the opposite of live music. Okay. Also, you can use other words as opposites to live music. For example, if it's a concert that has already been recorded, like a TV show that is not live, right? So you can say that it's a recorded program, or you can also use the word playback too, right? Now, a light color, what is that, guys?
Uh, dark color.
The opposite, yeah, the opposite is dark color. So light color would be pale, light green, light yellow, pale colors. And the opposite, dark. Now here, a light sleep. What is that?
Darkness. Dark sleep.
No, the opposite of this one here is not dark. It's the opposite of light color. Light color, yes, I can say dark color as the opposite. But
What is the meaning of a light sleep?
a light sleep is something that is not very profound. It's not very deep. It's something superficial.
Okay.
Oh, I know. It's like a light security for idosos, old people.
No. That's something different. That is a sleeping light. That's something different. Yeah, I'm talking about a
Eu pensei
light.
que era aquelas luzes
Ah,
que se
no.
bota na casa para poder não.
I know. Yeah, I know. No, this is a light sleep. A light sleep is a sleep that is very easily interrupted. So, for example, suppose somebody is sleeping and you try to tiptoe, you don't really walk, you tiptoe so that you don't wake the person up, but even still, the person wakes up because the person has a light sleep. So it's something really superficial, and whatever noise you make, the person will wake up, right? I don't have a light sleep. I don't. So what is the opposite of that?
Deep sleep?
Deep sleep. Very good, Lorena. Congratulations. Deep sleep, right? So when you have deep sleep, it's difficult to wake you up, right? Minor noises will not wake you up when you have deep sleep, right? So If you have light sleep, then you might have some problems. Let's check the answers, people. Let's see that. Let me clear my matrix from here. I love sleeping, but I know that I can't do it now, so let me erase the matrix. Okay, so let's go. Look, the opposites, all right, people? An easy question is the opposite of tough question. Tender meat, a cloudy sky, a guilty conscience, dark hair, and the second one, an unfair decision. I can also say unjust decision or even harsh decision. They are synonyms, okay? A soft matrix, an easy exam, a dead animal, recorded music can also be playback, okay? A dark color, a deep sleep, or I can also say heavy sleep, all right? So let me clear my annotation here. Okay. Okay, people, can I close?
Okay, teacher.
Good. Nice words, right? We have a lot of vocabulary, like the page says, vocabulary. So we have a lot of words here. All right, guys, to finish this page, let's do the matching. Match the words. Sorry, guys, it's a little noisy. I may have to mute you just for now. Okay, so match the words and their meanings. So let's see the first one, abused. Abused. What is the best meaning for abused?
Use too much?
The opposite. Oh man, sorry, not the opposite. The meaning. The meaning. So,
Okay.
yes, okay, I made a mistake. So it's not the opposite. This time we are using just the meaning. We want to know the meaning. So used cruelly or badly is the same as abused. Now, disused.
Not used enough.
Not used enough. Okay. Let's see. Unused.
Not used anymore.
Yes?
Yeah, not used anymore.
Okay, let's see. Misused.
Teacher, I think we have trocar. Nós trocamos.
Yes, of course. This is what I'm saying.
How can I say this?
We changed.
How can I say trocar?
Swap. Yeah, we have to change the answers. So I cleared everything. Okay, let's go. Woo. Let's go here. Unused is what?
Not used before. No.
Enough.
Which one is that? Not used anymore? Not used enough? I think there is one here for not used enough. Think better.
Yeah, teacher.
I think this is the first one. I think this is the first one. Unused is not ever used. Okay, but let's say disused, I believe is this one here, not used anymore. It used to be used before, but now it's disused. Misused. Used in the wrong way. Okay? When something like a mistake, something used in the wrong way or something wrong that we do. So misused, used in the wrong way. Overused.
Used words.
Yes. Underused.
Not used enough.
Yes, not used enough. Something is underused, right? It should be used more, but it isn't, okay? Like, for example, the venues after the Olympic Games in Rio, I don't know if you saw that, but all the venues were underused. They were actually abandoned, right? I don't know if you know what happened to the Olympic Park in Barra. It was so beautiful during the Olympic Games, and after the event, it was completely abandoned. Did you see what happened? Yeah. So they were all underused, okay? Or abandoned. And the first one, abused. Used cruelly or badly, okay? So let's check it out. Let's see. Hope I'm right. Oh, okay. I can check here. Everything correct. Yay. Very nice. Okay, people. So please copy that. All right, guys. So as you can see here, you have one stem used. And with that stem, you see how many different words we can make just using the prefix. Abused, disused, unused, misused, overused, underused. A lot, right? Okay, so now guys, I would like to talk to you about being polite in our social interactions. So let's go to the next page. And before we start, I will show you a short video about being polite in English. Before we watch the video, let me ask you this question. What are some polite expressions that you can remember? Things that we use when we want to be polite in English. Can you tell me any? Any expressions, any ways of asking things?
Not exactly. I didn't say that.
Sorry? Sorry? No, can't remember any. For example, I was wondering if, or do you mind if, stuff like that. There are many examples. Okay, guys, let's take a look here. Wow, I need some water. Just a second. Okay, let's go.
Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com. Do you want to be polite? Let's talk about it. Everyone wants to be polite, right? Well, most people. Sometimes you have a small favor to ask someone. Could you open the door? My hands are full. Or maybe you have a big favor to ask someone. By any chance, could you feed my cats over the weekend while I'm gone? You need to use the correct polite expressions for each of these situations to continue having good relationships with people around you. So today we're going to focus on the top 10 polite expressions that you can use in daily life. I use these all the time, and so can you. I'm from the US, and when I studied abroad in the UK, I found this funny survival guide to how to live in the UK, and this was one of the images in that survival guide. On one side, you can see the man is drowning and he says, "Help!" And it says, "This is wrong. You shouldn't say this." And on the other side, it says, "Excuse me, sir, I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but I wonder if you would mind helping me for a moment, as long as it's no trouble, of course." Do you think this is realistic? Of course not. This is an exaggeration of British culture. It's not true in the UK, it's not true in the US, but it is nice to include some polite expressions. Not when you're drowning, you can say, "Help, help, help," of course. But in daily life, it's great to use a few polite expressions. Let's talk about them. The first 7 polite phrases are great for asking a favor. A favor is when you're asking someone to do something for you. The first one is using could or would. They are both exactly the same. Could you do me a favor? Would you help me? Would you please tell me where the closest subway station is? Can you use can in these situations? Maybe if you're with some close friends and you're asking them to do something simple like, "Can you pass me that paper? Can you look at the GPS while I drive?" That's fine, but if you want to take it up to the next level, you could say could or would. That was a pretty basic expression, so let's go on to some more advanced ones. Expression number 2 is, "If you don't mind, would you help put the dishes in the dishwasher?" If you don't mind, would you something. If you don't mind means if it doesn't bother you. But make sure that you don't say, if you don't care, would you put the dishes in the dishwasher? The word care is a little too strong and can seem kind of rude. So make sure you say, if you don't mind, would you help put the dishes in the dishwasher? I have a good friend that often comes over to dinner at our house, and after dinner, Dan and I are busy putting Theo, our toddler, to bed. The process of the bath and reading books and all of this takes about 30 minutes. And because she's my good friend, I don't mind asking her, if you don't mind, would you help put the dishes away in the dishwasher while we're putting Theo to bed? This is a great thing to ask. Expression number 3, if it's not a problem, could I or can I call you back in 10 minutes? Dan and I just moved into a new house, and on our moving day, as we were moving things into the house, our realtor called. A realtor is someone who helps you to buy a house. She said it wasn't an emergency and things were kind of hectic because we were moving lots of boxes in, so I used this expression. If it's not a problem, could I call you back in 10 minutes? You can also use can here. If it's not a problem, can I call you back in 10 minutes? Beautiful. Expression number 4, when you have a moment, can you, could you email me those documents? Or when you get a second, can you email me those documents? Could you email me those documents? I have a tax accountant who helps me to process my taxes, and this is a sentence that I used in an email with him. When you have a moment, can you email me those documents? He's a pretty chill, relaxed guy and so happy. I don't know how anyone who does taxes can be so happy, but he always is. And I asked him, when you have a moment, can you email me those documents? You can also use the word get here. Get is more common in spoken English. You can use have or get in spoken English, but we don't often write the word get. When you get a second, can you email me those documents? Could you email me those documents? It's more common to use get in spoken English. Expression number 5, if you get a chance, could you water our plants too? When Dan and I are gone for a couple days, we ask our neighbor to watch our cats. And this is an expression that I often use if I forget to ask the neighbor to do something. If you get a chance, could you water our plants too? This means that it is not necessary if you get a chance, because they might not get a chance, or they probably will, but it's just saying it's not necessary. Feeding our cats is necessary. They have to do that. But watering the plants is not necessary for a few days, so you can use this if you get a chance. Could you water our plants? Make sure when you use this expression that it's for something that is not necessary, because they might not do it, or you can just use it to say, hey, I know I'm asking you something extra. It's not necessary, but if you get a chance, could you do this? If you have a necessary task that you want to ask someone, just change one word. Say, when you get a chance, could you check our mail? When you get a chance. If you're gone for a week, it's necessary to take the mail from your mailbox and put it in your house. It's necessary for the mailman, it's necessary for you. So you could just say, when you get a chance. You're not saying, do it now. You're just saying, when you get a chance, could you put my mail on the table? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you. This is really polite and it shows that it needs to be done when you get a chance. It's not if you get a chance, but when you get a chance, could you do this? Super polite. Expression number 6. By any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today? This is really polite. I use this one a lot, in fact. Maybe if your car is in the shop means at the mechanic. If your car is in the shop and you don't have a ride home, you might approach your coworker and say, by any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today? It's usually for a big task or something that you know will be something important or big for the other person to do. So you can use this to say, oh, by any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today? Sentence number 7. I'd appreciate it if you would have the report done by this afternoon. Be careful with this one. You can only use this if you are the boss, if you are the teacher. Do not use this with someone who is your equal. Do not say this to your husband, your wife, your coworker. I'd appreciate it if you would finish that report by this afternoon. You can only use this if you're in a position of authority. This word appreciate is different than I appreciate it. Thank you. We can use that to just say simply thank you. Oh, you brought me some flowers. I appreciate it. But when you say I'd appreciate it, this means I would appreciate it if you'd finish that report. This is showing that you need them to do something and you're kind of politely commanding them to do something. So if you are the boss, this is a polite expression you can use to tell someone, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do this by this afternoon, but I want to tell it to you in a polite way. I'd appreciate it if you'd have that report done by this afternoon. Good. Make sure you use a polite tone of voice. The next 3 phrases are for giving suggestions. Number 8. What if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today? My father-in-law is an engineer and he often has clients and customers and people from other departments visiting from Japan, China, France, Germany. And when they come to his office, they often take those people out to play golf. I've never worked in a company like this, so I haven't experienced this, but he said it's pretty common for his company. So if it's raining that day that they plan to play golf, he might say this, what if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today? He's giving a suggestion, but it's also pretty direct in a polite way. Number 9, how about if we go out to eat instead? Let's imagine that you're the one who's visiting my father-in-law's company and it's raining. You plan to play golf, but you can't because it's raining. He might say to you, how about if we go out to eat instead? He's presenting another alternative. He's suggesting something else. How about if, the other day Dan asked me what I wanted to do in the afternoon and I said, well, we could go to the park, but we always go to the park. How about if we go to the creek and we splash around in the water because Theo loves to do that and it's the perfect summer activity. I was suggesting something. How about if we go to the creek and play in the water? Even though Dan is my husband, we're not in a business relationship. Well, he does help me with these English lessons, but we're not technically in an office in this kind of relationship. So I could use this in a personal way as well. It doesn't have to be just in a business situation. How about if we go to the creek? I'm just suggesting something else. Polite expression number 10. What do you think about this place? This is a little bit more indirect because you're asking what someone thinks. You're not directly suggesting something else. So let's take a look at some of those scenarios that we just talked about using this expression so that you can see the difference. What do you think about rescheduling our golf game? What do you think about eating out instead of going to play golf? What do you think about playing in the creek? I'm asking, what do you think about this? I'm not saying I want to do this, so it's pretty indirect, but it's another polite way to give a suggestion. I have 2 bonus miscellaneous polite expressions that I'd like to share with you. So this is number 11, bonus expression. You should probably check the oven because I smell something burning. If you come to my house and you're about to eat dinner, but you smell something burning, you might use this to politely say, you should probably here is our polite word, you should probably check the oven because I smell something burning. Great way to ask someone to do something. You're not saying, go do it now. You're saying, you should probably check the oven. Great. The next bonus expression, number 12, is I don't want to keep you. Do you need to get out of a conversation, or maybe you feel like the other person needs to leave the conversation and they don't feel comfortable just saying goodbye? This is a great way to say, okay, I understand that you need to go, or maybe you're telling them, hey, I need to go. You can say, well, I don't want to keep you, but it was great talking with you. You're not saying, I have to go. Instead, you're just saying, I don't want to keep you in this conversation. You're trying to be polite about this. I don't want to keep you, so it was nice meeting you, or I don't want to keep you, so I guess I'll see you the next time. It's a great expression to add when you're saying goodbye to someone politely. That was a lot of polite expressions. Let's review. I want you to say these sentences out loud with me. Try to practice pronouncing them. Practice saying them out loud to repeat them. Are you ready? Would you please tell me where the closest subway station is? If you don't mind, would you help put the dishes in the dishwasher while I put the kids to bed? If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes? When you have...
Hi guys, let me pause here a little so we have a chance to repeat the sentences. It's really good, right? So let me try to go back here. It's so good, isn't it? I love it. Yeah. So let's try to do the first one here. If you don't mind, would you help put the dishes in the dishwasher while I put the kids to bed?
If you don't mind, would you help me put the dishes in the dishwasher while I
put the kids to bed? Yeah, very nice. If you don't mind, would you help? Okay, so whenever we ask for a favor, it's always nice to be polite, right? And she gives us a lot of examples. That's really good.
Dishes in the dishwasher while I put the kids to bed. If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes?
Let's try that. If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes?
If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes?
Great. If it's not a problem, nada. All right, we leave that. If it's not a problem, yeah. If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes? Great.
When you have a moment, can you email me those documents?
Come on. When you have a moment, can you email me those documents?
When you have a moment, can you email me those documents?
Documents. Yeah.
I'll put the dishes in the dishwasher while I put the kids to bed. If it's not a problem, could I call you back in about 10 minutes? When you have a moment, can you email me those documents?
Can you email me those documents? All right.
If you get a chance, could you water the plants too?
So if you get a chance,
would you water the plants too?
Water. Yeah. If you get a chance, could you water the plants too?
If you get a chance.
Could you water the plants too?
Good. Very nice. Geta. If you get a chance. Yeah.
If you get a chance.
Could you water the plants too?
Could you water the plants too?
Perfect.
By any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today?
By any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today? It's this one. Okay. By any chance,
could you give me a ride home from work today?
Yes. By any chance, could you give me a ride home from work today? Okay, great.
Could you give me a ride home from work today? I'd appreciate it if you would have the report finished by the end of the day.
I'd appreciate this one. Remember, this one we use when we are in a position of authority, okay? We have to be careful with this one. So I'd appreciate it if you would have the report finished by the end of the day.
I'd appreciate if
I'd appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Appreciate.
I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it.
I'd appreciate it if you would have the report finished by the end of the day.
Finished.
Finished.
Yes. I'd appreciate it if you would have the report finished by the end of the day. Okay? So after some practice, you keep trying, keep practicing. After some time, you will feel that you can say these sentences more fluently, right? Linking the words.
What if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today?
Try that one.
What if
What if? Yeah.
Reschedule for another day because it's raining today?
Good. What if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today? What if?
What if?
Okay.
What if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today?
Yes. So suppose you have an appointment and because of the rain, you can't make it. So you can suggest, oh, what if we reschedule for another day because it's raining today? Okay.
Okay.
How about if we go out to eat instead?
It's nice to talk to friends, right? How about if we go out to eat instead?
How about if we go out to eat instead?
If we go out to eat instead. This T here, we don't usually say it's silent. So how about if we go out to eat instead?
How about if we go out to eat instead?
To eat instead. Eat instead.
Eat instead.
Yeah.
Eat instead.
Yeah. How about if we go out to eat instead?
How about if we go out to eat instead?
To eat instead. Uh-huh.
To eat instead.
Good. Instead means instead of going, instead of staying home and watching a movie, we can go out to eat. So instead of doing this, we do something else, right? So how about if we go out to eat instead? Okay. So let's go there.
Okay.
What do you think about this place?
That's easy.
What do you think about this place?
Good. What do you think about this place?
You should probably check the oven because I smell something burning.
So you should probably check the oven because I smell something burning. Suppose the person, yeah, the person is baking something and
you should probably check the oven because I smell something burning.
You should probably check the oven because I smell something burning.
Burning. Very nice.
I don't want to keep you, but it was great talking.
That's the best one.
I don't want to keep you.
I don't want to keep you.
But it was great talking.
It was great talking. Yes. I don't want to keep you, but it was great talking. So suppose you were in a hurry and you want to end a conversation. So it's nice to say that because you are not rude and you do what you have to do. So you say, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to keep you, but it was great talking. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna keep you, but it was great talking.
I don't wanna keep you, but it was great talking.
Perfect. Very nice. Talking.
That was a lot of wonderful, polite expressions. Well, I don't want to keep you, so I'm going to ask you a quick question. In the comments, let me know which one of these polite expressions was new for you. Can you use it? Thanks so much for learning English with me, and I'll see you again next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye! The next step is to download my free ebook, 5 Steps to Becoming a Confident English Speaker. You'll learn what you need to do to speak confidently and fluently. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more free lessons. Thanks so much. Bye. Hi.
Just great, isn't it, guys? Let me show you her YouTube channel so you can subscribe if you wish, right? I'm already subscribed. Look, Speak English with Vanessa. She's really good. A lot of people there, right? She's really, really good. And as you noticed, she's always posting new videos on Fridays. So she said, bye, see you next Friday. Just like our classes. So that was really cool. So now, guys, back to our book. Let's see here. Everyday English in lesson 4, unit 4, will tell us how to be polite, just like Vanessa did, right? Some expressions. So listen and read the pair of lines. Which lines are more polite? So let's take a look.
Track 12. Being polite. 1.
I'm sorry to bother you, but could you possibly change a $20 bill?
Do you have change for a $20 bill?
2. Where's the train station?
Could you tell me where the train station is, please?
All right. So first here, let's compare which one in number 1 is more polite.
The first?
Yes. Yes, of course. Very good. This is the best one. This is the most polite, right? What about number 2? Which one is more polite?
The second.
Yes. You see the difference, guys. Instead of just going and saying, oh, where's the train station? No, that's not polite. The best way is, could you tell me where the train station is, please? So you're being very nice, right? Okay. So listen to some conversations. Oh, I'm sorry. I would like to do this one too. Try to listen again and repeat if possible. Okay, let's do this practice. This is really nice.
Track 12. Being polite. 1.
I'm sorry to bother you, but could you possibly change a $20 bill?
Let's try to say that.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Bother.
But could bother.
Bother you.
But could you possibly change $20 bill?
Yes. Let me just make it a little louder because it's not loud enough for me. So let me play again, just a second.
Being polite. 1.
I'm sorry to bother you, but could you possibly change a $20 bill?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry to bother you, but could you possibly change a $10 bill?
$20 bill. So say, guys, I'm sorry to bother you.
I'm
sorry to bother you.
I'm sorry to bother you.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yes, right. So whenever you want to ask something, you can start with this introduction, okay? Oh, I'm sorry to bother you, but could you, usually when I introduce a request, when I'm going to ask for something, okay? That's nice. Now let's see the next one.
Do you have change for a $20 bill?
Do you have change for a $20 bill?
Good. Do you have change for a $20 bill? Okay, good. Now number 2.
2. Where's the train station?
Where is the train station?
Where's the train station?
Good. Where is the train station? Okay, now next one.
Could you tell me where the train station is, please?
Could you tell me where the train station is, please?
Don't forget, here we have to put the verb to be after the subject. So could you tell me where the train station is, please? Okay, could you tell me where the train station is, please? Right? It's a little inverted actually, because we start the question with Could you tell me? So this is what we call embedded question. It's when we introduce a question, especially a request, with an introduction like, do you know? Could you tell me? Do you mind saying, or do you mind telling me where the train station is? Okay. So let's see the next one here. Oh my goodness, there is a dog observing the table here. He's checking out to see if there is any food left. I'm not eating. So listen to some conversations. After each one, say which is more polite and in what ways. So let's just take a look there. I'm going to show the script
Track
here,
13.
okay?
1. This is a present for you.
For me? Oh, how nice. You shouldn't have, really. Thank you so much.
This is a present for you.
Thanks.
2.
Sorry, in the first one, which one is more polite?
First.
Yes, the first one. Because here, the first conversation is a lot more polite. She goes, oh, for me. Oh, how nice. You shouldn't have. Really? Thank you so much. Right? So this is nice and totally different from this one here. This is a present for you. Thanks. Okay, let's go.
Can you come to a party on Saturday?
No, I can't.
Can you come to a party on Saturday?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm already going out, I'm afraid.
This one is really nice. So which one is more polite? The first or the second?
The second one.
Yes. And look how nice here. When somebody invites you to go somewhere, you can say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm already going out, I'm afraid. This here, I'm afraid, has nothing to do with fear. Okay, guys? I'm afraid it's just another way to say that you feel sorry for something. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm already going out, I'm afraid. Okay?
Oh, never mind.
Thanks for the invitation.
3.
Excuse me, do you...
You see, look, here we have another option for the question, right? The person says, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm already going out, I'm afraid. And then he says, oh, never mind. Thanks for the invitation. This is the continuation of C and D. Okay, guys. So this is very polite. It's still in the polite mode. Here, no. A and B are not polite. I mean, he is, but the person, the girl, isn't polite. Okay. Now, C and D is the polite conversation. Now, let's go to number 3.
Mind if I sit down here?
No, not at all.
Is anyone sitting here?
No.
Okay, so in number 3, it's very easy. Which one is more polite? A or B or C and D?
A and B.
A and B. Yes, of course. Okay. Look how different. Excuse me. Do you mind if I sit down here? No, not at all. Okay. Much better. Now let's see number 4.
4.
Can you give me a hand? I need to carry this box upstairs.
Okay, if you like.
I wonder if I could possibly ask you a favor. Would you mind helping me with this box?
No, not at all.
C and D, right? The first one is not impolite, but it's not so polite, right? So A and B is a little bit more direct. C and D is more indirect. It's more polite. Okay. Next one.
5.
So I said,
Excuse me? I didn't catch that. What did you say?
so I said,
What? Speak up.
Wow. Terrible. Which one? This is very bad. My goodness. What? Speak up. Of course. So A and B is better.
6.
Goodbye. Thanks for a wonderful evening. We had a great time.
We enjoyed it too. We're so glad you could make it. Safe trip back. See you soon.
Bye. Thanks again. You have to visit us next time.
We'd love to. Good night. Take care.
Goodbye. Thanks for dinner.
Bye. See you whenever.
Wow.
This is horrible. My goodness. Wow. Totally different. My goodness. This is so crazy. Look, they start with, super polite, and then they start going down. So here you see goodbye. Thanks for a wonderful evening. We had a great time. And then they go down to goodbye. Thanks for dinner. The other person, bye. See you whenever. This is very bad. So very nice, guys. It's nice to see the differences, okay? I will try to take a picture. Here they say that we should go to page 122 and practice some of the polite conversations. So probably there they have the copy of the conversations, okay? So let me show you that just in case if you want to go there. It's nice to practice them. So look. Just so you know, guys, this activity, Everyday English, is not usually graded or it's not evaluated in our tests, right? The topic of the Everyday English lessons, they are not in our tests. They are never in our tests, actually. So, okay. So here we have the tape scripts. Oh, look how nice. Look, you have there the audio scripts. So here we have probably here, I guess, one of these tape scripts. Oh yeah. Look, track 13, okay? So page 122, track 13 is the one we were just listening to, and you can practice that. Yeah, look, there you go. Goodbye. Thanks for a wonderful evening. We had a great time. Okay, can you all see that? So if you want to practice those things, I don't know if you guys have this page. Do you have this page in your books? 122.
Teacher, I think we don't have a book.
Oh, you don't have the book. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I always forget that. I'm sorry. I will send a copy, okay, of the script for you.
Teacher.
That's nice. I think it will be better. I will send a copy of the whole page, okay? Don't worry. So then you can practice, right? So let me go back to page 33. And as I was saying, guys, the topics from Everyday English, they are never evaluated. They are always something extra to improve your fluency, to give you more vocabulary, okay? So you don't need to worry about learning these things to study for a test. No, because this will never be in our test. Okay, guys? That's important too.
Teacher.
Yes, this is something nice, necessary, because it helps you speak better, communicate better, but it's not evaluated. Here in number 3, we have make these requests and offers more polite. use the expressions below them. Here we have the expressions, okay? Very nice to start with. That's really, really good. I can also send you a copy of this page because I think it's super interesting. And I will show you the answers to that, okay? So you don't need to spend much time because we're running out of time already. Okay, so here we have the possibilities. The first one can be many different things. We could say, oh, could you possibly give me a ride? Or would you mind giving me a ride? Always remember, when I use the word mind, I have to use a gerund after that. But with the other ones, no, it's not necessary. I actually don't use a gerund, right? I can say, could you possibly give me a ride? Or I wonder if you could give me a ride, all right? Number two, bless you. Number two has also other possibilities, okay? Would you like to come for dinner tomorrow evening? This is an invitation, so would you like is the best, okay? And then here we have the other answers. So if you want, you can get a print of the answers so you can practice that as well. Oh, this is super formal. Do you happen to know where the bathroom is? This is really nice. Okay, can I close, people? Yes?
Okay, yes, teacher.
All right.
Yes.
So now, next one. Here, here they say, take turns making the requests and offers in exercise number 3 and refuse them politely. So this is another way to practice. So you could try to make one request. Since we only have 5 minutes to go, let me give you an example. Could you possibly do your homework this week? That's a nice request, right?
Yeah.
That's a nice one. Yes. Now, come on, make a request. Try to make one just for the sake of practicing. Do you think you could? So this is nice. You could ask, oh, Simone, do you think you could send us the copy of this page, for example? Okay. Do you think you could send us this copy of the page or this page copy? Right? Okay, guys, that's nice. So last but not least, we have the role play. Okay, so Ben and Anna have invited Luciana and Harry to their house for dinner. Work in groups of 4 to complete the conversation and practice. So we will not have a group of 4, but we can try to complete the conversation. So here, as you know, look at the situation, okay? So Ben and Anna are the hosts, okay, guys? They have invited Luciana and Harry to their house for dinner. So let's see how the conversation goes. Let me just show the answers to that. You can copy right away. I think it's better. Look. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the parts that are in blue are the ones you have to put in the blank spaces. Okay. Then she goes, oh, where exactly are you from, Luciana? Well, I'm Argentinian. I was born in Buenos Aires, but I've been working in the US for the last couple of years. You see, they use I'm afraid a lot in conversations. And that doesn't mean you are frightened or anything like that. It's just a way of being polite and saying something that maybe the person is not expecting you to say. So you can go like, oh, work, I'm afraid.
Teacher, it's
Yes.
like eu receio.
Yeah, so. Yeah, more or less. Yeah, it's when you're going to say something that you know the person is not expecting you to say, like when it's something not so positive, right? For example, here they are saying, oh, that's interesting. And what are you doing in London? Instead of saying, oh, I'm doing a course, or I'm having fun, or I'm on vacation. No, work, I'm afraid. So, she's not there for a positive reason. She's there because she has to work. That's the idea. All right, Liliana?
Okay,
Actually,
thank you.
look at what she's saying. Actually, I'm on my way to Amsterdam for a conference, and I thought I'd stop over London to see Anna and Ben. We used to work together in New York. So she's there because she's on business, actually. Okay. And how do you find London? Is it like home or is it very different? Okay, and then she goes, oh, it's very different from Buenos Aires in New York. It totally is. All right. So they give us excellent expressions here to use. All right, people. Sparkling. Do you know what sparkling means here? Sparkling cider. She says, oh, I'll have a glass of sparkling cider if that's okay. Sparkling cider is like, it's not really champagne, but it's something like a copy of champagne, and it has bubbles inside. Like sparkling water is what we call in Portuguese água com gás. So sparkling cider, it's like a drink that is similar to champagne, but it's not really champagne. It's like a copy. We have a soft drink here in Brazil that is really similar to that. It's called, oh man, I forgot the name of that drink, but I'll try to remember and I'll tell you. But cider is a copy of champagne, but it's not a champagne. It's like
like a cidra.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's right. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's see if we have, we have some more here. Yeah, too bad they don't fit in a page. Look. Dinner's ready. Come and sit down, Luciana. Can you sit next to Harry? Yes, of course. So they are very, very polite and friendly. Does everyone have a drink? Great. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. It's great to be here. So this is when they make a toast. Okay, guys?
Okay, teacher.
And then at the end, you say, Luciana, help yourself. Help yourself means sirva-se, okay? You are making your guest feel at home, feel more comfortable. So you're saying, listen, help yourself. So this is not rude. This is super polite. This is nice to say, right? So please go ahead, guys. Help yourself, right? Would you like some cheesy parsnips? Oh my God, it's been such a long time that I don't see that. Here they explain, right, guys, if you don't know what cheesy parsnips are. They're parsnips coated in Parmesan cheese and roasted. Would you like to try some? Yummy. I'd love to, but I'd better not. Cheese doesn't always agree with me. This is a nice expression. When you eat cheese and you don't feel good, your stomach doesn't feel good, you say, oh, cheese doesn't always agree with me. Okay? So you actually you avoid eating cheese because you don't feel good when you do. Okay? And then they go, you see, they have a difference between sparkling or still. Okay? Sparkling is when you have gas, when you have, in terms of bubbles, right? When the water is full of bubbles. And here, still is just the opposite, is without this characteristic. Okay? Look here, could I have a glass of water? Oh, yes, of course. Sparkling or still? Oh, just tap water will do. That's great. What is tap water, people? They drink tap water there because it's okay, it's drinkable. But here in Brazil, never. We don't drink tap water. Do you know what tap water is?
I don't know.
Tap water is like the water straight from the tap. Like imagine a sink in the kitchen, okay? The kitchen has a sink where you wash the dishes, right? So you open the tap to wash the dishes. That is tap water. It's the water from the
Okay.
It's the water from the tap, from the yeah. So here in Brazil, we don't drink tap water because our tap water is not treated. So we cannot drink that water. Okay. So then she says here, oh, just tap water will do. That's great. Thanks a lot. Well, bon appetit, everyone. So here, guys, it's normal to drink tap water in the United States and in England because the water is drinkable. Okay, the water from the tap. But still, I don't like it, to be honest. I prefer to drink. What?
We have water with Josmina.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Our water is terrible. I would never do that.
Yeah.
Not even in the United States. I don't like to drink tap water when I go to the States. But people there do it naturally. They drink tap water as if we were drinking mineral water. Okay. So it's crazy. So guys, that's the end. Oops, sorry. That's the end of this page, right? We managed to do basically everything. I will send you a copy of the answers to this exercise because I know it's difficult to take a picture. Okay. Here they have the listening, but our time is over. So I will play the listening to that next week. And so just going back to our Google Classroom, we should start reviewing units 1, 2, and 3. So unit 4 will not be in our stop and check. Okay, guys, like I said before, only from 1 to 3. Okay, so next week we do the review. Okay, because we finished unit 4, so we review the units. We review units 1, 2, and 3. This is the homework for today, people. Just one page, all right? Page 27 and online practice speaking number 3. And I will post the link to that site, to that video on YouTube. I haven't posted yet, but I will do it right after class. Okay, guys, let's take another picture. Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
All right, great.
Peraí.
Olha minha cara de sono.
Oh, Marcus.
Quem trabalhou a noite toda ainda vai trabalhar mais a noite toda.
Look at Sabrina. Oh, nice, Sabrina. Oh, it's so good, guys. I miss you so much, guys. Wow. Go ahead, Coachy, please turn it on. Let me take you okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did it. Great. Thank you, guys. Oh, people. Oh, have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy the holiday. Marcus, are you going to work tomorrow? Yes? Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow. Incredible, Marcus.
Até terça-feira, esse horário de madrugada.
Oh. But I hope everything is okay.
Por isso que eu entrei
Marcus,
atrasado na aula.
take, okay, no problem, but you're here. Take vitamin C. You need to take some vitamins, right? Don't forget. Coaches, thank you so much for coming today. It was awesome. I loved seeing you here. Sabrina, thank you so much. Thank you. I know you were busy and you were super tired, but thank you. And believe in God. This weekend, everything will be okay in your event in the Christ name there, okay? Everything will work out. All right, Sabrina, may God bless you. Loreninha, thank you.
Teacher.
It was
Thank you,
amazing.
teacher.
Bye
I
bye.
love you.
I love you
See
too,
you next
guys.
Friday.
Bye-bye.
Yes, take care, guys. Really, I love you so much. Thank you, people. I miss you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
I'm crying here again.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my